My name is Linda Kennedy. I've worked in HR for the past 22 years, the last 12 to 13 years at HR director level. I've worked across many different industries: oil and gas, mining, support services, waste management, ranging right through to telcos and advertising. And I've worked both in the UK and internationally as well. So I speak French, German, Spanish, which has helped with that. And I've been lucky enough to work in places like Australia, South Africa and Europe and the US. I'm here today because I'm completely passionate about HR and been kindly invited by Annapurna to do a round table on the 12th of September, which I'm very much looking forward to. The thing that we've got to get our heads around is that this world of change we're living in is the new norm. People keep saying to me, when do you think things are going to get back to normal? When are things going to get back to the way they were? And I think the answer is they're not. This new VUCA environment is here to stay. This world we live in is volatile, it's uncertain, there is complexity, there is ambiguity. And I think the key thing we've got to get to grips with is how we deal with that on an ongoing basis going forwards. Well, I think we need a different set of strategies. I think we need a new breed of leaders who are flexible, adaptable, can move at pace, are very comfortable in dealing with less information, can operate in a world that will be a world of constant change and ambiguity. And I think as a function, we've got to think about what that means for managing careers, for supporting our leaders, for coaching and development, and also from a practical perspective for how we measure and manage people in our businesses. I think there are quite a few. We mentioned leadership. I think supporting leaders to now step up in this new environment will be key. I also think the way we work is changing. So things like working practices, remote working, use of technology, that's going to be a biggie. I think we also are seeing a move away from the career ladder to the career lattice. And for those of you non-mathematicians out there like me, a lattice is something that expands ad infinitum in any direction. That's not quite what a career lattice is. A career lattice means that you need to give people experiences sideways, maybe on projects, maybe overseas, rather than the traditional moving up the ladder, because that's just not going to happen. I think we're going to see multiple careers. I think we're going to see people doing different roles than we even imagine today, and as a function we've got to get our heads around recruiting for that and where we're going to find this new talent. Because the other challenge, of course, is with the demographic changes, emerging markets, there's a whole new landscape out there. I think technology is huge. If you look at yesterday or a few years ago, you would never expected that TV companies would be challenging mobile phone companies. Businesses used to compete in their environment within specific boundaries. Now we're seeing careers merging, we're seeing jobs merging, we're seeing competition merging, and it's coming from a very different place than it used to. So I think technology is an enabler, but it's also a challenge. In terms of how we should be using technology, if you look at social media, there's a whole need now to manage your whole social media profile, how you present yourself online. There's also the use of social media in the workplace, and I think, we still have companies who actually sack people for using Facebook. Yet it's proven that people who use social media are 9 to 12% more active and perform better than those who don't. So the whole technology piece is a big question. The other piece where I think technology is valid is around metrics. I mentioned earlier this volatile and ambiguous world. I actually think that you've got better access to metrics and better ability to measure than we've ever had before. So how do you use that and harness it to help give line managers real-time, up-to-date information? And that's going to be critical, because if HR doesn't partner with the business and isn't truly seen as being commercial, value-adding, able to measure impact, able to measure value-add, I think that's where the function is in real danger.